Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of Mark, the 11th chapter. And when they came nigh to Jerusalem unto Bethphage and Bethany at the Mount of Olives, he sendeth forth two of his disciples, and saith unto them, Go your way into the village over against you, and as soon as ye be entered into it, ye shall find a colt, which is a young donkey, tied. Not that its hands and feet were tied, but it's basically, you know how like people would tie or have their dog on a leash, but then tied to like a fire hydrant or a tree or something. So similarly, they had the donkey tied so it wouldn't run away. Whereon never man sat. Loose him and bring him. And if any man say unto you, What do ye, or why do ye this? Say ye that the Lord hath need of him, and straightway he will send him hither. So as you're loosing the donkey, if anybody asks you, like, what are you doing and why? Just tell them that the Lord needs it, and they're gonna let it rock. And they went their way and found the colt tied by the door without, in a place where two ways meet, like a cross street. And they loosed him. And certain of them that stood there said unto them, What do ye, loosing the colt? So, hey, what you doing? And they said unto them, even as Yahushua had commanded, and they let them go. And they brought the colt to Yahushua and cast their garments on him, and he sat upon him. And many spread their garments in the way, and others cut down branches of the trees, and strawed them in the way. And they that went before, and they that followed, cried, saying, Hosanna, blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. So they were glorifying Yahushua as he was making his way. Blessed be the kingdom of our father David that cometh in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. And Yahushua entered into Jerusalem and into the temple. And when he had looked round about upon all things, and now the eventide was come, he went out unto Bethany with the 12. So he came in, he went into the temple, he looked around, he looked at everything. And in the evening time, he left and went to Bethany with his 12 disciples. And on the morrow, which is the next day, when they were come from Bethany, he was hungry. And seeing a fig tree far off, having leaves, he came, if haply he might find anything thereon. So he came, hoping he might find a fig or two, because he was hungry. And when he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for the time of figs was not yet. So it was too early for the figs. And Yahushua answered and said unto it, No man eat fruit of thee hereafter forever. So he basically cursed it. And his disciples heard it. And they come to Jerusalem, and Yahushua went into the temple and began to cast out them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers and the seats of them that sold doves, and would not suffer that any man should carry any vessel through the temple. That is, as it says in the NLT, and he stopped everyone from using the temple as a marketplace. And he taught, saying unto them, Is it not written, My house shall be called of all nations the house of prayer? But ye have made it a den of thieves. And the scribes and chief priests heard it, and sought how they might destroy him. For they feared him, because all the people was astonished at his doctrine. So when they saw it, because they had already had word about him, they were like, damn, we gotta like get this guy out of here. We gotta kill him. We have to eliminate him. But All the people were eagerly listening to him, and they believed that he was a prophet. So they realized this wouldn't be a good idea if we try to do this right now. It will cause an uproar. And when even was come, he went out of the city. And in the morning, as they passed by, they saw the fig tree dried up from the roots, the one he had cursed. And Peter, calling to remembrance, saith unto him, Master, behold, the fig tree which thou cursest is withered away. And Yahushua answering saith unto them, Have faith in God. Like, why are you shocked? For verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, Be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. So if you have full faith, no doubt, you'll be able to do that. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye might receive them, and ye shall have them. So when you pray, you have to pray with faith. You can't just throw it up there and into the ether, wavering. No, you have to believe that the one you're praying to can actually deliver you and bless you with what you're asking for. And when ye stand praying, forgive, if ye have aught against any, that your Father also, which is in heaven, may forgive you of your trespass. So if anybody has trespassed against you, be willing to forgive them, so that if you have trespassed against the Lord, he will forgive you. But if ye do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespass. And they come again to Jerusalem, and as he was walking in the temple, there came to him the chief priests and the scribes and the elders, and say unto him, By what authority doest thou these things? And who gave thee this authority to do these things? You coming out here, you flipping tables, you teaching in the temple. What authority, are you doing that by? Who commissioned you to do this? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, I will also ask of you one question, and answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I do these things. So I'm going to ask you a question, and if you can answer that, then I'll tell you by what authority I do these things. The baptism of John, was it from heaven or of men? Answer me. And they reasoned with themselves, saying, If we shall say from heaven, he will say, Why then did ye not believe him? But if we shall say of men, they feared the people, for all men counted John, that he was a prophet indeed. So we can't denounce it and say it was of men, but we can't say that it, if we say that it was of heaven, then it's going to make us look bad. And they answered and said unto Yahushua, we cannot tell. And Yahushua answering saith unto them, Neither do I tell you by what authority I do these things. And that brings us to the end of the book of Mark, the 11th chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.